bunny boo boo hopping through the forest. I have no idea why that song stuck in my head, but I do. Oh, I do know why. Miss Jennifer, if you please, she knows why. Oh my God. What an amazing, unbelievable journey life is. Like so freaking wild and crazy. Okay, so I wanted to hop on here because there's some, I feel like this lighting in the background is going to drive you guys nuts. Is that better? Not really. That's okay. We'll just deal with the strange lighting that's happening. Okay. So, okay. There's something that I have to say today. First of all, yes, the apprenticeship is live. We have Miss Jennifer who just joined. There's a couple spots left. But there's a question since I started this journey that I've been asking myself that took me kind of a long time to really be able to answer. And that question was, do I really believe that anybody could do this? Do I really believe that anybody could build massive wealth and success online? Do I really believe that people can build a company, a career, a business, living their purpose, being them true selves, and actually just bringing their gifts to the table? Basically, you know, like we've heard some really incredible, amazing people teach us, do what you love, find what lights you up and makes you passionate, and then that will bring success. So I really took my time to drop into, hi, I see a whole bunch of people on here, but nobody's saying hi to me. Say hello to me. I feel alone over here. If you're brand new, please let me know you're brand new. Where are you at in the world? If you're in my tribe, just say hello to me. So I toggled with that question to be like, if I was going to do this, and I was going to charge awesome prices like I do, and I was going to give my time and energy and my focus to something like, basically, if I'm going to dedicate my life to doing this, I was going to, hi, Victoria. Thank you for saying hi, sister. If I was going to dedicate my life to doing this, I needed to fucking know, like I knew to the bottom of my core, that if I'm offering you an opportunity to show up and create massive wealth and success online and have it feel really good and have it be very, very, very simple, and you got to actually design your dream life, like this is what my dream day looks like, what I do every day, these are the dream skills that I have, and I get to develop these skills that I love, I get to like be, do, and have all the things that I desire. I needed to know that I knew everybody could do this, because I wasn't okay with somebody investing with me that really could have never pulled it off, let's say. Right? Hi, Karen. So I really toggled with that. I asked a lot of questions to a lot of people. I watched a lot of clients. I've coached thousands of people at this point. I've gone through my own journey, having come from, like, I'm one of the rare few people who had zero business experience when I started this. I mean, I literally started this from ground zero, scratch. Like I was a nanny and a waitress in the Marine Corps. I knew nothing about anything business, and I do mean nothing, right? So I needed to know that I wasn't a fluke, that other people could really if I could do it. I was, the girl that I went through so much trauma. I had no experience in the business world. I had no experience of any of this kind of stuff. I was just such a regular, normal girl making shit for money with no impact on the planet. Nothing unique about me, different than other people. I was diagnosed with ADHD and PTSD and like all this crazy shit, right? I was on anti-anxieties, antidepressants. I had attempted suicide in the past. So like I was the epitome of like a fucked up human being. So if I could do it, anyone could do it, right? Like, and how did I know for sure that anybody could do it? Was there something different about me? Like some people teach, like it's just the few 1% that were just born this way. And I do know that when I was born, I kind of always felt like I was meant for something more. I thought I was going to be an Olympic diver. I talked about this in the Daily Raw group. If you're not in my Facebook group, the Daily Raw, get your ass in there. It's where I say even more shenanigans than I do online, which is possible. Believe it or not. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you, sister? So, okay. So then I started yes, that's true. I did believe I was meant for something more, but every single human being that I've ever talked to that is in this journey, that's here with me, that follows my page, that interacts with me on any level, has always felt like they were meant for something more than this, right? I've heard the term trailblazer. I've heard the term meant for greatness, change the world, heal people, help people, right? They always feel like there's something about them. Now, innate to a human being, as we really are like we're meant to go through a journey of growing and expanding. That's what makes us happy. We're happy when we're growing and expanding, period, end of story. So it was never about the goal. It was about the journey. That's what lights us up. We do it for the sake of doing it, right? So if you already had all the money that you could possibly ever desire in the bank, I know you've heard this a million times, but like, have you really answered this fucking question? If you already had $1 million in the bank and you'd never, $10 million, if you had $10 million in the bank and you had, you know, let's say you had another 100,000 coming in every single year. So you don't even have to worry about, all your bills were paid. And you already had all the impact on the planet that you wanted to. And now you got to show up and do something with your life. What would that be? What would be the thing that you're doing with your life? And I've checked out and believed to the like core of my being, yes, that thing right there that you would do, if you give yourself permission to really fucking do that, you're going to be wildly successful. Now, if you learn from someone like me or the other many people who have learned how to do this really well, I am literally the queen of easy. Like if you look at my entire business, people from like corporate world and stuff come in and look at my business and they're like, you made that much money doing that? Yes, because it was never about the fanciness. It was never about the complexities and making it all complicated and any of that stuff. It was about giving people access to me, a human being who has actually traveled this length of distance in this short amount of time and has learned all the things that a poor girl who, with all the abuse and trauma and stuff that I went through, had to learn in order to scale to a woman who believes in her worth, who knows her power, who shows up powerfully with confidence and owns my being and my space and calls people to it and believes completely in my people and what is available for my people. So in order to do that, the second question I had to answer myself was like, do I really believe that they're able to do it? And this is what I know. Unequivocally, end of story. And I'm backing this. I'm telling you, I've opened up 20. So on The Apprentice, actually, I'll drop it for you right now. For The Apprentice, which I'll share information on at the end. But you can just read it in the Google Doc too, because that's really not the point of this message. Although, of course, I'm very excited about the handful of people that I'm going to do this with. All right, I'm dropping it in comments right now. Okay, so in the apprenticeship program, no, that's not my point. So in my entire journey, never have I ever come across someone who had, let's say, a $10,000 offer, and they consistently backed that $10,000 the offer, believing and knowing this offer is fucking incredible, and didn't sell it. Mandy, I've been selling this $10,000 offer for 6 months and nobody's bought it. Never. Every time I talk to that human being, right? First of all, people aren't selling a $10,000 offer because they don't believe in their worth to do that. So you can't make $10,000 if you aren't willing to sell a $10,000 offer. You can't sell it if you're not willing to create it first. So you have to actually believe in yourself to create that. But then it's about actually having the alignment with backing that $10,000 offer and feeling like that's the greatest fucking offer on the planet. And people don't know how to do that. And so every time I talk with a client that says, I've been trying this, I've been doing everything forever, Mandy, or like someone who's just a really incredible human being who has massive success in, let's say, they're a chiropractor, or they have, into some kind of sales product, or they're, they did, what's it called? Selling homes. What's the word? Help me out, tribe. Mortgage, real estate. They're into real estate or flipping homes and stuff like that, right? So I talk to a whole variety of people that do a whole mass of different things, and they don't know how to monetize that online. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care if you have a physical product, if it's a knowledge-based product, if you're doing coaching, if you're a thought leader, it doesn't freaking matter, right? Every single time I've talked to a human being who's not having the level of success that they want to, 100% of the time, it's because they've not created the thing that they want to actually sell, or they're not selling the thing in alignment with themselves. So even if the person who showed up like, yeah, I've been doing this for this long and like I've been trying to sell my one-on-ones, I ask them like 3 questions and they're like, oh shit, you're right. And instantly they see why it's not been selling, why it's not been working. And this is also what I know. The whole point was the journey, right? We agree on this. Do you guys agree with me on that? The whole point is the actual journey. It was like, the whole point was expanding as a human being. It was never about making the $10 million. It was about becoming the person that learned how to make the $10 million. It was about becoming the human being who felt worthy of making the $10 million. It was about becoming the person who's more seasoned, more heart-centered, who's stronger, who can take a hit and keep going. She doesn't topple over and go knocking for days, who's not, getting sucked into depressive energy, who's not reliant on things around her or conditions around her. The woman who knows how to keep her fucking word to herself. The woman whose word is meant with other people. The woman who knows how to create a sense of overflow in her own life so that she can expand that to other people. You take care of you first. You build a strong foundational business first, and then you start taking care of other people, not the other way around, okay? So it's about becoming the human being who learned how to calibrate to that. That was the whole fucking point. Because that 10 million could get taken, if now is not a perfect time for us to lock into that for a second, that 10 million could get taken away in 2 seconds, right? But it doesn't matter because you became the human being. It was really never about making that $10 million. 10,000, did I just say? It was never about making that $10 million. It was about becoming the human being. Everything could get taken away from me right now. It don't faze me. I already started from scratch and did this. I'll just do it again and again and again and again and again because I do this because it's who I am. Because if I had all the money on the planet and all the success on the planet, this is what I would do anyways. You know, I make jokes about taking time off and then I laugh because it's like, what? Take time off from what? All I'm doing is being me every single day. I get paid to be me. I don't get paid because I do these certain tasks. I get paid because of who I am. Just as an innate being, I get to be taken care of on the planet. The tasks I do are tasks because this is who I am. This is what I'm here to do on the planet, right? And then there's a whole other section. But for this purpose, what did I name this? I want to make sure that I actually drive that one home. The absolute bottom line about being massively successful now. Okay. The point of this Facebook Live is for you to fully understand 100% unequivocally this is available for you. Massive success online. I don't care if you've had success in 27 other places and you just can't seem to get your foothold online, or you have awesome success online and you're just looking to scale it to the next level. You're looking to make it easy or simplified. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. I know that you get to have massive success and wealth doing what you love and tapping into this online industry 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt. I know that that's available for you because 100% of the time on the thousands of calls I've done with people, every single time, what's stopping them is the fact that they've not actually walked. They're telling them a story about, I don't know, I'm confused, I don't know what to sell, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to market this. It's this bullshit story about how they don't know how to do something because they don't have their own clarity because they're stuck in chaos in their own life. I clean up that shit with them, right? That's easy. We just clean that shit up right away. I do that in the first, 2-hour call, and I do that on the daily stuff. We calibrate to that over time. That's fucking easy. And then it's, okay, what are the tasks to do to back that up to be in alignment? So what people are doing is they're watching everyone else and they're comparing themselves to other people and they're getting overwhelmed because they want it to look fancy and amazing like this, instead of just being like, this is what I'm fucking here to do on this planet. This is what lights me the fuck up, helping people with this, talking about this, and what's the easiest way we can get this going. I've had a handful of apprentices before and people make $10,000 the first week of working with me. It's like within week 1, we're not talking about multiple weeks. We're talking about week 1 right away. You start making shit tons of money. Why? Because it was always about you actually don't tell me how you're going to lose weight and you're going to, go buy this equipment and go buy the perfect bra and the perfect sneakers and the perfect shoes and the mat and the stretching and I'm going to learn how to stretch first. No, just go to the fucking gym. That's what I do with you. Shut the fuck up and go. We're going to the gym now. We're going to the gym now. You're going to learn how to push weights while you're pushing weights. That's how you're going to learn how to push weights. You're going to learn how to develop your voice and your skills and everything as we walk it the fuck out so you have success right now. And the biggest part of this is actually calibrating yourself to be in that powerful energy. The one thing that everybody ignores is being in that powerful energy right now. Being able to see the difference between the you that fusses and whines and pretends it's all hard and the you that knows how to lock in and kick ass. I'll ask my clients, especially my moms, like, hey, they're whining and telling me how everything's hard. And I'll be like, hey, just picture, what's the name of this energy? Now walk over to your child and your child's like, Mom, I really need you. And now show up in that energy and they're like, oh, no. Right? I just had a client earlier. They're like, hell no. You would never show up that way to be there for your children when they need you the most. So that means if that energy is available, if you're able to step into your power and be certain and clear and solve the motherfucking problem and show up and create the thing that needs to be created, if you're able to do it then, you're able to do it now for anything. But you're not tapped into that shit. You've not familiarized your system with that shit. So then you tell yourself all these stories about how it's confusing and it's so hard and it's so whatever. Did you notice the apprenticeship? I did this on purpose. So if you notice the apprenticeship, it's a Google Doc with some words and a couple links that took me 4 seconds to create, with another simple fucking payment link that takes 2 seconds to make. This is not complicated. And you know, the image, I made that image myself on Canva, and it took me all of 60 seconds. I picked a black background, I wrote some words on it, called it The Apprentice with Mandy Perry, and then picked a stripy thing and threw it over it. Boom, done. And I uploaded that onto the Google Doc. By the way, that's a high-end program. And now how do I run the program? We talk on Voxer so that we can audio each other back and forth, and I call them through Facebook Messenger. Done. Like, this is the whole shebang. Like, you're not making money and having success because you're not doing the things that will create it, not because it's not available for you, not because maybe this wasn't meant for you, not because you have to, sorry, I just had a call come in, not for any of those fucking reasons. You just have been unwilling to start walking this out. And if you feel like, fuck, that's true, I've just not been walking this out, I've not been doing the daily consistent things that'll bring me the level of success that I want to, the breakthrough, the income, the impact, the clarity of my message, the clarity of my offers, the ease of writing a sales page, the ease of hopping on a Facebook Live and having powerful things to say every day, and perfect crystal clarity on who I am and what I'm fucking doing on this planet. And by the way, how to have that clarity as you go and as you scale and as you change and grow as a human being, because you're going to. Like, if that's what you've been looking for, and then calibrating to that power and showing up in the power every day. The kind of power, like, if my kids need me and my kids need me, or my mom needs me, or somebody really needs me, the instant thing that I shift into, the shoulders come up, everything expands, I'm crystal clear, I'm here, I'm present, I got this. When somebody you love needs you, and like all this, like they're like, oh my God, and something happens, you are so present and so ready. And that means it's available for you every second of your life as you run your company and your business. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring her or him to the table, and we're going to do daily work on this for you to calibrate, because sometimes that's what it takes. It takes daily calibration while we step in and we do the power work for you to be crystal clear. By the way, if you know what to do every single day and you know how to do those things really well, and then you have support on doing them every single fucking day, so you can't squirrel out and go off path and come up with all these excuses, do you think you're going to have success? Hi, this is why I created The Apprentice. Now, I know that the people that are going to have massive breakthrough with this, they're going to want to have, I mean, it's a high-end program, and I have, because I'm not traveling now because of the coronavirus, and because has anyone else gone on lockdown? And if so, where are you at on the planet? So we've decided to go on lockdown here. My son is still going to work, but I think in the next day or two, he's going to not go to work anymore. But other than that, we're on lockdown here. And so because I'm not traveling anymore, I freed up a lot of time. And I just asked myself, like, okay, how can I fucking know that there is a good 100 people in my audience that are on that, like, you're going to win the award for leaving the most amount of money on the table. Like, you literally are just not tapping into what's available for you, and it's just going to take some daily rewiring for you to get back into that power, that sense of clarity, and then to bang these things out once at a time. And once you get familiarized with showing up in the system daily, that's it. Forever and ever, forever and ever and ever. This is like a multi-million-dollar skill that you're going to be teaching and doing. And I know this, and there's some people that are like, yep, that's exactly what I need. I fucking know that's true. I know it's a bullshit story that I can't have what I desire and all I desire and have it now and have it be easy for me. And I was like, yeah, those are the people I want to support right now. So I actually opened up, for the first time in 3 years, I opened up calls with me, yours truly. So it's in the link on the document. Also, I have some spots open tonight. I didn't put any spots available because I wasn't sure what was happening tonight with my daughter. But I have spots open tonight. So if you feel strongly called to this, if you feel like, hell yes, this is the support I need. If you read the doc, go down in the doc and the apprenticeship doc. If you feel like that's a hell yes for you and you feel called to this, you feel like a hell yeah, you've been wanting to work with me one-on-one, or you've been just wanting to figure out how to do I don't care. It doesn't matter if you're just starting and you have no offer yet. Or if you I've worked with people of all different places. If you're running your coaching company, but you're not having the success you want, or you have a product-based company, that's fine too. I'm going to teach you how to utilize online for no matter what it is. Or if you have a wildly successful business, maybe you want to implement a second stream. It doesn't matter. Any place that you're coming from, you can be a single mom who's working full time. You can be in the corporate industry. It doesn't matter to me. You can be a CEO of a massive corporation. It doesn't matter. I have a 20-minute call that's for the people I'm going to show you how, for you specifically, how you can okay, I see it now, Mandy. I see exactly how this can happen for me. You're going to have this moment of like, oh, fuck. Because here's two things. It's a blessing to be like, holy shit, this really can happen for me. Like, I see exactly how this can happen for me now. And it's also a moment of like, oh, fuck, there's no more excuses. Like, the time has come. I have arrived. Yes, Jennifer's in. Jennifer's doing it. We get to start her 2-hour call on Friday. Boom, congratulations. Welcome to the apprenticeship, Miss Jennifer. By the way, I was singing in the beginning to you. Little bunny boo boo. So that's the point of the 20-minute call. I really feel like, for me, this is a very sacred thing I'm doing, opening up and calls to my audience and my tribe. I mean, I'm so psyched to connect with you guys about this, but I'm also so psyched for the shit ton of oh fuck moments that are about to happen for people. When you see, holy shit, this really is available for me. You'll see that I'm dead serious about what I say. It's really available for everyone, and it's available for you. And it's just a matter of, are you willing to outgrow the things that have been stopping you from having what you desire right now? And are you willing to do the work to feel worthy, to open up that gateway for that to come in, to unlock the part of your brain where that reticular activation system is locked into the things that you desire, and to have that daily support for you to break through? Because you can't get far off track when you have daily support. Just fucking can't. That's the magic of the apprenticeship, is daily access to me. So you are calibrating to me every fucking day. I get on calls with clients, and sometimes I have to say to my clients, and my clients know who they are, I just want you to know that every week we circle back to this place. So you're remembering it and you're getting on track. And then by the next week when we talk, so 7 days later, you're right back here at the same place. And now it's like a spiral staircase. We're not like just staying on the same level. It's a slow incline, but I'm not about the slow incline. I'm about the, right? Like, I took the fucking elevator. You hear people say all the time, you know, you don't just come out of the gate having success. Yeah, well, I did. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I did. Therefore you can. So I don't like when people say that, because that's not true. Just because they didn't and they don't know about people who did, I did. I came straight out of the gate and just shot straight through the ethers. Went global year one, 500K my very first year, and have scaled since, right? So it's 100% possible, and I know how to. So in this 20-minute call, what I'm going to do is I'm going to help you see how it's fucking completely possible for you to have success, and you're going to know it like you know it, and you can't unknow it. So that is the magic, the blessing and the curse is once you know it, you can't unknow it, right? And then if you feel aligned to move forward in the apprenticeship with me, then it'll be my fucking honor to do this with you, because I just know when someone's calibrating daily, it's impossible for them not to have rapid, amazing success. End of story. I was stuck in that belief that I had to get through all the work before showing up online. Yes, Jennifer, Jacqueline, you're such a powerhouse. I'm so glad you fucking broke through that. We're always up leveling. What power to share as it's all expanding. I'm finally owning that. Yes. Let Jacqueline be an example for all. That's such a big deal. Okay, so I do have a couple spots open for 20-minute calls tonight. I'm excited. I'm just excited. I'm loving doing the calls again. I haven't done them for so many years. It feels so good. It's so amazing to connect with you guys and to celebrate those who are moving forward and joining. If the apprenticeship doesn't feel aligned, I just want you to also know that we have the Diamond Mastermind. Now we have the All Access Pass, which is $1,111 a month, and that's access to every single program that I run. So the apprenticeship is a private. You don't get obviously access to my private calls, but you'll get access to the Healed program that's currently going on. The next program, which I already know what it is, I'm not telling you though, that's coming up. And you get access to the Diamond Mastermind, where you get my energy every single week. We do Q&As. You get to do every group with us. So you're getting daily energy from me. The apprenticeship is really tailored to personal. You get me on Voxer personal every single day, and then the weekly 45-minute calls, the 2-hour initial call, and really like hands-on my designing your everyday power moves so that you can maximize your income and maximize your impact on the planet. End of story. Like, that's what it's for. It's for people who are like, fuck yes, I'm done fucking around. I'm shifting into my power. I'm doing this. You get that there's a difference between I did everything, but you really didn't fucking even almost do everything. You did a little bit of shitty stuff because you were drained and you couldn't find the energy or the passion or motivation to follow through do the thing, or you didn't create the time because there wasn't a sense of urgency or clarity that you had. And you fucking know that there's a whole other level that you can show up of. Like, if my kid's in danger, I'm shifting into, if my kid needs me, all of a sudden I'm in my power. And can we bring that to the table for your business, please? And can we start creating from that sense of urgency and that sense of amazingness, right? Yes. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, I love you guys. I think that's all I have to say today. I already did a Facebook Live in my private group. This is the first time I think I've ever done 2 Facebook Lives in a day, but I felt really strongly to say this. Plus, I want to let you guys know that I have a couple spots open tonight for the 20-minute calls, which I'm very excited about. I'm not adding them to the calendar. I just have them. So you have to PM me. I think that's everything. And now, even if you don't feel called to the apprenticeship program, go read the Google Doc, because even reading that is going to start calibrating your energy. That just hearing that, right? It's going to just seep into your bones and into your soul, and you're going to start to allow yourself to calibrate even to listening to that, right? LOL, no, you didn't. You did the little bit of shitty stuff. #truth. Thank you for hearing the truth. It is true, right? Like, it's funny the shit we'll spin to ourselves, right? Like, I mean, and I'll reflect it back to you in the moment. I'll reflect it back to you in the moment. And you'll see. This is what I say. I tell my clients, I'm going to give you a measurement here. So you're telling me that what you really desire is this result. And you're telling me all the things that you did. And sometimes the truth might be, those 7 things you did, I do every day. And it takes me about 4 minutes to do all 7 things. And it's not bragging. It's giving you a measurement here. Like, if we're talking about creating our dream life and our dream company and multi-millions and total utter freedom on the planet and to impact and change the whole world, can we do a little bit better than 7 tasks that take me 4 minutes? And first of all, let me calibrate you so that those 7 tasks take you 4 minutes. And now let's do the real work to actually back our dreams. Like the real creative, epic, awesome, fun shit. Like, let's get into the fun shit, please. Right? And I love that ability to be able to like reflect that back to my clients in the moment. Whereas for 6 months or 6 weeks or whatever, they've been telling them a story like, this is so hard. And no, the fuck it's not. And you fucking know it. You fucking know it. You are such a badass. Look at all the shit you've been through in your life. You're really telling me that this is hard? Like, doing a blog and doing a Facebook Live is so hard, Mandy. Like, okay, it feels hard because we're in a depleted state. We're in like soul exhaustion. Let's build that up. Let's get into our power. Let's get into a high vibe fucking currency. And now let's talk about how hard that is. I'm done. It's not hard, right? I one time heard a girl say this and it was hilarious. She was an Australian girl. And she was like, I don't remember what she was talking about. I don't think she was talking about online success, but whatever she was talking about, she's like, you just do this. And she was saying basically, oh, that's what she was saying. All of success and all of life, like basically having the perfect body, having friendships and deep, meaningful relationships, having, success online. Like, you type some shit, you speak some shit, and then you move your body and you go again. I was like, that is fucking hilarious. And I laughed so hard because it's just true. Oh, it's so hard to be in shape. I don't know. Is it really? I think maybe it's the depleted state and lack of support and lack of high vibe and passion and clarity on what the fuck you're doing and who the fuck you are and what's available for you and being in your power. I think living like that way is hard. And I actually think it's hard to be in shape or to like go to the gym or to move our fucking body. It's just moving our fucking body. It's all the rest of the shenanigans, right? Which is why I say I've never had a client who's like, I have a $10,000 offer. I've been backing it and selling it for my power for 6 months and it's not sold to anyone. Like, never. That's never happened. Never. The only thing that happens is people saying, I don't feel worthy. I feel like that's charging too much, blah, blah, blah. I didn't create it. Or I'm doing everything, Mandy. And we check in and be like, let's do a check-in. What are you really doing to sell it? And they're like, oh, and they're really not doing jack shit, right? That's the only 2 things that have ever happened. Ever in the history of ever. And I know I'll never find a client who's a different story than that because it's not real. That's not a real thing. So, available for you, 100% available for you. You can have the massive success. Do not quit. Do not you dare give up. Stop spitting that bullshit story to yourself. And if the apprenticeship or hopping on a call with me to get that fucking clarity, apprenticeship aligns with you, book your call. PM me tonight. We'll hop on a call. I'm going to help you to see how it's fucking available for you. You'll be crystal fucking clear. You can't unsee it. So be prepared because you can't unsee that shit, right? Sorry, someone keeps calling me. Okay. I love you guys. I'm still celebrating Jennifer joining us. Oh! Every day I get to talk to her. Do you guys get this? Like, every fucking day I'm going to get to talk to you. You get to feel the consistency of my vibe. That is a big deal. Okay, I think that's everything. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to see who else I get to connect with. Those of you on my calendar already, I already saw you. I already celebrated you. Come back and let me know in the feed if you sign up for a call or if you end up joining, come celebrate with us, okay? I love you guys. Having an amazing night. Stay safe, stay healthy, high vibes, right? All right, love you guys. Have a great night.